just gotta send it. I thought hitting record on the podcast was tough, but recording this is so much harder. Because for the podcast, I was worried that my roommates were gonna hear me talking in my room, even though they're gonna hear the podcast anyways. But now I'm out in public and just strangers are gonna have to hear me. So yeah, this is super uncomfortable, but it's something I gotta do if I want to get on stage. And sorry, I'm swearing. This gets a little better. It looks even weirder though as a person out here. I got my arm fully erect in front of me, but I gotta do this if I'm gonna be comfortable talking in front of strangers on stage. I gotta be comfortable talking out in the middle of nowhere, really. So this is it. And just like that, I already chickened out and stopped recording as soon as I saw a person walking towards me. Yeah, that's the thing. That's going to be a thing a lot. As I was saying, vlog number 1. The idea for these is I kind of want to document my journey of following a new path, trying out new things, and so you guys can follow along visually as opposed to just hearing me talk about it on the podcast. It's also going to give me an opportunity to practice my editing, get used to talking to the camera, get more comfortable talking in public. Even though how much I said public speaking is a good thing of mine that I'm talented at, this is completely different. I'm checking the bushes, thinking people are going to pop out and think I'm a weirdo. But today's going to be nice and simple. Just kind of walking around, do my daily walk in Waterloo. I try and get 15k steps a day. Gorgeous day like today. It's how can you not be outside right now? All right, we are back to safety, I think. Lots of bends and turns here. Yeah, in Waterloo, go for walks all the time. There's actually tons of trails and stuff that I've found on each of my walks, going through all the neighborhoods, going through trees and forests. So I never really have to plan out where I'm going to go. I kind of just hop on these trails and just make left and right turns until I get back home. Usually hour and a half, 2 hours or so. I got a pretty good sense of direction, so I usually end up coming right back home. I just figure it out. A more secluded spot now. I hope this audio is okay and that the phone's actually picking up. Actually picking up what I'm saying. And I also hope that the wind's not too bad. It's not too much of a windy day today, so I think I'm kind of lucked out. But yeah, hopefully any of this footage is useful. After I've put myself through this super uncomfortable position, there's going to be nothing of value in this first vlog. It's literally just going to be me nervously sweating, hoping I don't see another human being. Which, I said I wanted to do uncomfortable things. So yeah, I'm doing what I set out to do, but oh, and there's backyards right here. Luckily no one's in their backyards. Yeah, this is what you gotta do to get used to it. If I didn't think it'd be this uncomfortable. The idea of seeing a stranger is petrifying. Even though I know they're not gonna say anything or do anything. The worst thing they're gonna do is think thoughts about me. Or maybe not. But literally I think that's the worst case scenario. No one's gonna want to approach me. I got a camera though. Anything they do is gonna be recorded. So just gotta get over it. Just gotta keep recording, keep walking. I never really appreciated Waterloo when I was in school here. I guess I never really left the house and went for walks, but in the week since I've moved in, there's so many beautiful trails you can take, and the weather's been perfect. After August was sweltering hot and so humid, I was outside walking through beans and corn for a month straight in 40 plus degree heat and humidity. This is incredible. So yeah, Waterloo, Reed, I understand now. I understand why you'd want to come back here, because I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it at all. This is actually really hard on the arm. I don't even know if you can tell by the clip, but I'm literally walking around like this, talking to my phone. It's the image that I'm almost more worried about than rather what people hearing what I'm saying. Just the way I look so narcissistic. Like, oh, this walk is so important. Like how important I am on this walk. I want everyone to know that I walk and I'm healthy. The first episode was actually going to be me doing 100,000 steps for my Fitbit. That's kind of a challenge I decided I wanted to do earlier this year. But I've been going to the gym again this week and my body is it's beat up. I don't think I could do 100,000 steps in one day. Hopefully next week. And then if I do 100,000 steps, I can get way out of the suburbs. I'll have to. I think it's about 50 kilometers or so I'll have to walk, maybe more. Probably more, yeah. 10,000 steps is like 10K. So almost 100 kilometers I'll have to walk. No way, it's 100 kilometers. That's a lot of kilometers. So I don't think I'll be able to do it just on these trails. I'll have to go explore even more. So that'll be coming next week if I don't die of embarrassment somehow today. And yeah, we're back to walking through people's backyards. Alright, it's been like 10 minutes since I recorded, because yes, I'm a coward. I think that's going to be the title of this vlog, vlog number 1. Yes, I'm a coward. But we found something to talk about. Look at this puppy. Probably seen these before. Bingo! My RJ Burnside gang, what that is. This was my job for... That's my job for the past year and a half. That is a monitoring well, a groundwater monitoring well. And they install these to monitor the groundwater levels and of properties that are going to be developed, or just if they need to monitor them for any reason. So what I would do for my days out in the field, when I talked about walking through beans and corn, is walk around to find all of these in a field. We had a water level tape, which is a water level with a sensor on the end that beeps when it hits water. So you measure the depth of the water, write in your notebook, walk to the next one, and then put that into an Excel table and you plot it out. You track the water levels over the year through the seasons, and they use that to determine seasonal highs and lows of the water table. So there you learned something. You learned something in this episode. What I did for my past job. Now I'm going to continue walking into a forest I know is nearby, because yes, I'm a coward and I don't think there's going to be people there, and I can talk a little more freely. See you there. All right, we made it to the woods. I think we're safe. Talk about a sense of direction. I walked here once before. Should I look at the camera or not? I walked here once before, like a week ago, and I just walked here like without even looking at a map. No big deal. You know, I can't because my phone is attached to the gimbal. But yeah, I just nailed it. Absolutely know exactly what direction north is. Oh, I feel safer now though. I know I can actually see a pretty good distance if people are coming. But I was thinking about it, and it almost looks worse that I just like carry this without recording, because it's like I know how shameful it is, and it's like I'm embarrassed by it. But if I just like own it and kept recording while people walked by, I seem scared. If I kept recording people walking by, they'd be like, what a cool guy. Like he's so confident in himself. And I'm not. I'm absolutely not. But at least I think being uncomfortable doing this shows I'm like a normal person. I think if I was totally relaxed and like had no problem filming myself in public, talking to myself, talking to a camera, that'd be weird. That'd be like, if that's a natural talent you have to talk to yourself, that's not adjusted. Or maybe I am the weirdo and this is easy for other people. Oh well. Oh, so what? I should have something of topic to talk about. What am I going to do in Waterloo? Touched on it briefly in the podcast, but things I want to do. 1, podcast. Done, first episode, and I think I'm just going to keep doing them every week. I've already got an idea for week 2, and then future weeks. I think I'm going to try and also do like have some guests on to talk about similar stories we share, so that we can get some other perspectives and they can help me remember things that happened. So that should be, the podcast should be easy going forward now. This is going to be the hard thing. This is number 2, is doing a vlog and tracking what I am doing out in Waterloo. Number 3, I guess, would be the sketch videos or stand-up. Stand-up's tough though. That's going to take a lot of research. Ethan and I are actually going to a stand-up show on Saturday night to see some, I guess, like mid-tier stand-ups. You know, they're not open micers, but they're not world travelers. So that'd be interesting. I've never actually been to a stand-up show before, so I don't know what to expect. But it's gonna be nice to see like how it actually happens. I've only ever seen it on like YouTube or Netflix. I don't think like the energy's the same. So it'll be interesting to see like how they build their sets and how they interact with the audience in like a live level, rather than just seeing like the highlights they post on YouTube. And then yeah, number 4 will be filming sketches with Ethan and Martin, and also myself. I've got a long list of ideas on my notepad on my phone that I've been writing down for years. So there's lots to touch on. It's just a matter of what I can film. I have a lot of ideas that involve kids, which I don't have access to a child or multiple childs, even at that. So those might have to wait until we have enough recognition that people will lend us their kids, which is that's an odd premise. And then also, like, I guess in the same line of sketches, I'm gonna go back to doing TikToks. I do have a TikTok. I think it's Ron Broccoli. I can link it in the description of this video. This, like, for my garbage ideas. TikTok's already full of garbage, so I figure that's like the best place to put it. Just dumb things I think of that don't have like enough to fill out a full YouTube video. But I don't want to just throw away the ideas because they at least maybe chuckle, or I think it's a good idea in some aspect. So that'll be where theirs go. That will be where they go. That's something that was mentioned to me, that sometimes I stammer through my words. I get caught up in my next sentence, and I just give up on the one I'm currently speaking, just plow right through it to get to the next one. So I've got to learn to enunciate. This is what happens when you don't talk very much. You're not very good at talking. The Geotime Trail. There's signs. I haven't shown you any. I haven't really seen any in the forest part, but there's like a path that goes all the way around that has like, I guess, all the different eras. The Paleozoic era and the other ones. I do have a degree involving geology, and I couldn't tell you. Like I said in the podcast, I don't remember anything from school. I just memorized it for the test and then just popped it out of the brain for some song lyrics. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about, so I think I'll see you back at home. We'll show you the house tour, and that'll be the episode. Right on. Take it easy.